This is the hot seat. What's up, everybody? We are back, better than ever, doing a free agency special. I got Brian, got Brandon.
Yeah. What up, y'all?
All right. So this is what we're going to do. So I got the top 20 NBA free agents. We're going to take turns, and we're pretty much going to be rapid fire. We're going to go quick. I'm going to go to Brian first, then we go to Brandon. And, we're just going to say which teams these players are going to go to. And then afterwards, we're going to debate what I guess the teams are going to look like next year. Which teams are going to be contenders, which teams are going to be just really good, and which teams are going to suck. All right, so let's get it popping. All right, Brian, let's start off with Kevin Durant. Where's Kevin Durant going to go?
Kevin Durant will be going to the Brooklyn Nets. He will be going with Kyrie.
All right. Let's go, Brandon. Where's Kevin Durant going to go?
Ooh, Brooklyn? I don't know. I seen a report the other day. I seen a report today, in fact. He wants to play with Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, I saw that
and
too.
There's only two teams who could do it. The Knicks or the Clippers. And Knicks not looking too good, so I got the Clippers.
All right. I got the Knicks. I think he's going to the Knicks. Let's go Kawhi Leonard next. Brian, where's Kawhi Leonard going to go?
He's going to the Clippers.
Okay, Brandon. Where's Kawhi Leonard going to go?
Look, man. If KD goes to the Clippers, Kawhi's going to the Clippers. If KD doesn't go to the Clippers, I think Kawhi resigns.
I think it's the other way around, Brandon.
So you got Clippers.
Yep.
I got Toronto. I got him staying in Toronto.
Wow.
Yeah, I got him Toronto. All right, let's go Kyrie Irving. Where's Kyrie Irving going to go, Brian?
He's going to Brooklyn.
Going to Brooklyn? All right, Brandon, where's Kyrie going to
go? Lakers.
Lakers?
Whoa.
I think he go to Lakers. I think with him and LeBron,
man,
we can debate it later. So
I have Kyrie going to Brooklyn. I just think he's going to go to Brooklyn. All right, so let's go Kemba Walker. Where's Kemba Walker going to go?
Kemba's going to Boston.
Boston? Brandon?
Yep, he's going to Boston.
I have him going to Boston too. Boston. All right, this is pretty much a no-brainer. But Klay Thompson,
he's staying in Golden State. They're gonna give him that money, so he's gonna stay in Golden State.
Brandon,
yeah, he's fine. He's gonna be signed.
Me too. I got Klay Thompson. I got Klay Thompson resigning too. All right, let's go Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy's gonna stay with Philly. I'm gonna take the safe pick. He's gonna stay with Philly.
Brandon,
I concur. He's gonna stay with Philly. There's no way. I don't think there's any way Brian's gonna let that go. He's not letting him go.
I think he's going to Houston.
That's what I was thinking. But
I think he's going to Houston.
That's
they're going.
I don't see Elton Brand making.
That's a wild card for me.
But he's you got to realize he's an unrestricted free agent too, though.
So basically somebody's got to pull the Wizards and either grab Chris Paul or everybody else that's making good money on Houston.
Yeah. So
that's what I'm saying.
All right. So this next player is very intriguing. It's very interesting. Tobias Harris. Where's Tobias Harris going to go? Brian.
I think he might end up going back to LA.
Go to the Clippers?
I think he'll go back to the Clippers.
What?
He could be
okay.
a nice second option.
Okay, Brandon. Where's?
I'm gonna be honest. I think it's gonna be the Knicks because I think this is gonna be that desperate. They're gonna give him the max deal. They're gonna be desperate. They're gonna give him that max deal.
All right. I think he's going to go back to Philly because I think Jimmy Butler's going to go to Houston.
Yeah.
So that's what I think is going to happen. All right. So let's do D'Angelo Russell, Brian. Where's D'Angelo Russell going to go?
D'Lo is going to Indiana to play with Victor Oladipo.
Okay, Brad.
Indiana.
Where's D'Lo going to go?
Indiana, Minnesota. Playing with his best friend.
That's a good one.
What's his name?
Carl.
I forgot his name.
Cat.
Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, Cat. Yeah.
Yeah, Cat. I heard Cat's been in his ear, so I'm just saying. I think he'll go to Minnesota.
That's interesting.
Man, This is a tough one because I mean I understand he likes Carl, but at the same time, does he want to
It's
play?
United
Does he want to
Phoenix.
play in Minnesota though? Like that? I don't know. It just I'll say
If
Indiana on the safe side because he'll get his money and he'll win as well. So I'm gonna go
it's
I'll
Indiana.
give
between
you. I'll
United
give y'all
Phoenix.
two. I'll give
It's
y'all
between
two
United
wild
Phoenix.
cards. So Phoenix number one, because of course
Yeah,
they need a
Yeah.
point guard, and they might
yeah,
D'Lo might be that missing
And
piece.
Devin Booker's his best one also. Devin Booker's
Yeah.
yeah.
And then the second
And
one would be the Los Angeles Lakers. It looks like he will. It
oh
looks
man,
like he wants to. He's willing to come back. Magic Johnson
he
isn't
is.
there anymore, and you have LeBron and AD. The only and
Yeah,
plus D'Lo can play pretty well off the ball.
yeah.
So I can see
All
him going
right,
to LA.
all right. So Chris Middleton, where's Chris Middleton gonna go? This is kind of
He's
easy.
staying in Milwaukee.
Yeah, he's staying. Brandon,
um
Brandon, where's Chris
I
Middleton?
think he's gonna stay in Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
I would say he's not worth the max deal.
He's not. I agree. He's gonna stay in Milwaukee. All right, Kristaps Porzingis. Where's Porzingis gonna go, Brian?
He's staying in Dallas.
Staying in Dallas. Brandon, where's Porzingis going?
It's a no brainer. He's gonna stay in Dallas and play with
All right,
Doncic.
I
Come
got
on
you.
now.
All right,
That pick and roll is gonna be
all
crazy.
right. So let's go, Nikola Vucevic. Where is he gonna go?
I think he's just going to end up having to stay in Orlando because I don't know anybody outside of Boston that really has had any interest in him.
Brandon, where do you think Vucevic gonna go?
I'm just gonna be Orlando because they're gonna offer him the most money.
I think
I think they should let him leave though.
I
Honestly.
think I think they're gonna let him go because they have Mo Bamba.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have Mo Bamba, Jonathan Simmons.
I don't
They have a plethora
I don't know
of
where he's
talent
gonna
at
go.
center.
I think he's just gonna chase the bag. I'm gonna say I don't know on that one because it's weird. I think he's just gonna try to chase the bag, in my opinion. All right, so Al Horford. Where is Al Horford gonna go, Brian? This one I have no clue, but maybe you might know something I don't know.
I have no clue as well. But I will use a team that we just brought up, the Dallas Mavericks.
Mavericks?
Because it
Ooh.
has been rumored that the Mavericks, along with the Lakers, and I believe the Clippers are interested in Al Horford. And I believe that the Mavericks will offer the most money out of the three teams.
Okay. All right, Brandon. Where's Al Horford gonna go?
Honestly, I really don't know because I don't know what Al Horford
I
wants.
think
I don't know if he wants to win. I don't know if he wants the money. I
he
don't
wants
know.
both.
It's probably the money more than anything.
If he wants to win, I would say LA. I would say Lakers.
Lakers.
If he just, you're gonna play with AD. You're gonna play with
All right.
AD, LeBron. If he wants to win, but if he wants money, I don't know. I truly
All
don't
right.
know.
I'll say he goes to the Clippers because I think he fits what they're trying to do, and I think they'll give him a decent amount of money. So I'm gonna go with the Clippers. All right. Let's see here. DeMarcus Cousins. Where is DeMarcus Cousins gonna go, Brian?
You know what? I think he's going to stay with the Golden State Warriors.
What? Okay.
All
He's
of this
going to.
Knicks talk and all that stuff like that, I just don't see them being that desperate. So I think that DeMarcus will end up coming back to Golden State, having a productive season, and then we end up talking about him having more interest going into next year's free agency.
Okay. Brandon, where's
I think going to the Knicks.
going to the
Look, Knicks is like it's like that one kid who's just like they got all. They say they're gonna get all this stuff. They're making all these bold predictions what they're gonna get, and in actuality, they're not gonna get it. And it's like, you know, they don't want to look like losers, so they have to get something. So it's like,
Gotta give Knicks fans some type of hope.
I mean, you know what? That's typical Knicks because remember Stephon Marbury, Stevie Franchise, my bad. Franchise. Stevie Franchise. And then they had Amari Stoudemire with his bad knees, and they had Carmelo. He was good, but, he
wasn't LeBron.
The back nine. Yeah. But I'm going to say DeMarcus Cousins stays in Golden State because he'll have a bigger role since Clay and KD will be out. And they'll probably pay him. They might pay him a 1-year deal. I mean, most teams will probably give him a 1-year deal or maybe 3 years, but for like a less amount. So I'm gonna go with Golden State. All right, so I feel like I'm gonna go with. This is the last person I'm gonna go with because everybody else is like role players and stuff like that, like Brook Lopez and all that. All right, So the last person is very interesting. He's been getting he's been compared to Zion Williamson and all that. Well, actually, Zion Williamson has been compared to this person, Julius Randle.
I mean, that is kind of true though. He's Julius Randle with hops.
Yeah.
Where is Julius Randle gonna go, Brian?
That's a good question. I think that he's going to stay in New Orleans and end up playing the 5 position because they don't really have a center per se. Even though Jackson Hayes just got drafted, I don't know if you want to give
Yeah, I
him
was
those
about
type
to
of
say.
minutes right away. So I think Julius Randle comes back and gets paid for about a year or two. They probably give him a player option if they give him a 2-year deal, and then he ends up playing the 5 for the Pelicans next season.
Okay, Brandon, where's Julius Randle gonna go, man?
I truly don't know. I truly don't know. I know he don't want to be. I know he don't want to be in New Orleans. I know that.
Yeah, I think he's going. I think he's done.
I know he's gone. I know for a fact he's
Yeah, I
gone.
think he's done.
He's gone, but
He wants that bag.
I don't see a team really that desperate. Like
I
I think the Knicks would be desperate, but I don't think they get him.
Right, before you go, Aaron, I'll throw out the Mavericks because he is from Dallas, I believe.
I was about to say that team.
I can see the Mavericks, but I don't know if they're gonna try to offer him that type of money, especially if they
I
go
was
after Al
about
Horford.
to say that. I was about to say that team too. I have 2 teams that I believe will love to have Julius Randle. That would be the Knicks and the Mavericks. Now, I don't know. I'm going back and forth. I think the Knicks will offer him. Actually, the Knicks said if they don't get Kevin Durant and Kyrie like top free agents, they're not going to go for like B-list players. So I would say
Just sounds
the
like Mavericks by
Mavericks.
default.
I would say the Mavericks. Yeah, the Mavericks would have to be his team of choice. That's my opinion. I believe he will probably go to the Mavericks. All right, so now that we're done with that, all right, let's look at the landscape for next year. Let's look at how the season is going to look. What teams are going to get 10? What teams are going to not get 10? What teams are going to fall, flat into the face of the earth? What teams are going to be okay? What teams are going to be, great? All right, so who are going to be the contenders, Brian?
As of right now, in the Eastern Conference, I would
Who's the contender?
say Milwaukee. I will say Philly if they keep their people. I can't say Toronto yet because we don't know what Kawhi is going to do. So those would be
Boston.
I don't think Boston unless they can grab like a Steven Adams or a Clint Capella without losing Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to pair with Kemba Walker.
What about you add? Okay, let me say this. What if you guys get Kemba right, and then you add like a Brook Lopez or DeAndre Jordan?
Brook would be interesting, but I don't know if he would because we don't have a Giannis type player. I don't think that Brook Lopez puts us over the top the way he did with Milwaukee.
What about DeAndre Jordan?
DeAndre Jordan would be a good player, but I don't think at best that makes you probably a 3 or 4 seed. So
okay, all right.
On the western side, of course the Lakers.
Of course, no question.
Of course the Lakers.
Of course.
The Clippers potentially if they can get KD or Kawhi or both. I think Houston has a shot as of right now if they have to run it back with everybody they have.
Mm-hmm.
And of course Denver because Michael Porter. I think that if Michael Porter Jr. comes back and plays like the way we expect him, we've seen him play in the past, albeit in high school and college. I think that the Nuggets will definitely make a lot of noise this year because the only thing they were really missing was a small forward, a top flight small forward. So you pair that with Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic, and that's a monster. It's a big 3.
Is that it? Is that all the contenders in the West?
Yeah, I can only see 4 teams. Maybe Portland. You could potentially switch out Portland with Houston potentially, but I can't answer that. I know for sure Denver and the Lakers and maybe the Clippers.
All right.
But the fourth throughout the rest is kind of hard to predict right now. About
Uh, all right. I'll say this about Denver. As a Laker fan, that's the one team I'm actually afraid of. Unless the Clippers get Kawhi, that's the team that I'm afraid of the most because they have playoff experience and they're only getting better, and they bring Michael Porter Jr. back. So that's the one team I'm like keeping my eye on. But Brandon, who's your contenders, man?
Man, it was hard to keep quiet. He said Brook Lopez wouldn't make the same impact Al Horford
He
would.
wouldn't.
I definitely
Nah.
don't.
The man
What is he
averaged,
going to do
the man
defensively?
averaged 2 blocks. The man averaged 2 blocks
I
last
mean, he
season.
got cooked by what was it, Ibaka and Gasol. I don't know. I would think Al Horford's
I don't trust him defensively
yeah.
like that. He's not as much of an anchor defensively and a rim protector that
And you
Al
didn't even
Horford
list
was.
Indiana. You didn't even list Indiana.
Because even with Oladipo and D'Lo, you're probably going to lose Bogdanovich. We don't know
Yeah.
what Miles Turner's going to do next year. So not being able to believe in the role players enough to complement D'Lo and Oladipo was why I didn't put them on the list.
All right. I think if Boston gets if Boston gets Kemba Walker, they still have a great player, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Okay.
If we could be honest, I think they're young studs. I think both are going to be primed for breakout years next season. I think that'll overshadow them not having Al Horford as much, and especially if they get a guy like Brook Lopez, I think that'll really overshadow it. So I got Boston,
Okay.
Milwaukee. My thing about Milwaukee is Bledsoe. I think Bledsoe really in the playoffs. Bledsoe really was the reason why they lost. I don't think you could blame it on anyone else. It was Bledsoe because he can't
What about
shoot.
Giannis?
So that
No, I'm with Brandon on that one because Bledsoe seems to be like the gauge between how they play.
Because you know what they did on offense. All they did was play. It was basically 4-on-5. Who they had Siakam on Bledsoe. You know what? Siakam just went wild, really, and they just did Bledsoe to shoot the whole time.
Giannis too.
So he's really Giannis. Think about Giannis though. Think about Giannis. Is I think he can develop a shot. All he needs is a mid.
Also, Aaron,
Yeah.
Giannis will give you a double in a near triple double, and that'll be a bad game for him. With Bledsoe, if he doesn't play well, the team usually, like if you go back and look at the playoffs, when Bledsoe played well, the Bucks won. When Bledsoe was off, the Bucks didn't play as well. So I think that Bledsoe is more of the gauge of how the Bucks are doing than Giannis because Giannis is going to get his numbers regardless.
I feel like Giannis, if he would have balled out in Game 3, because he only scored 12 points. It was 12 points in Game 3 against Toronto. They would have probably won the series because they would have been up 3-0. If Giannis would have gave
I think
anything,
he would have balled out. I think he would have balled out if he wasn't in foul trouble.
He was getting clamped. Kawhi Leonard was clamping that man the whole game. He had 21 rebounds, but he had 12 points. If you would have gave him like the average numbers, like 26, 27, like he did in the regular season, they win.
Yeah,
it doesn't go to OT, and they
you keep going. Your point, my fault.
They would have won. They wouldn't have gone to OT. They probably would have won the chip this year. Because I think they match up well with Golden State, even though Eric Bledsoe is not the best shooter in the world. But who's going to stop Giannis from going to the paint in Golden State? Like, not Draymond Green, not Kevon Looney. Like, those guys can't guard Giannis going to the rim. Man, I'm just saying, if Giannis was more skilled and he had a consistent mid-range jumper like Brandon has said previously, I believe the Milwaukee Bucks are the 2019 NBA champions.
So you think they'll beat the Lakers?
I said 19. That 18, 19 champions.
Oh, 18, 19?
18, 19 champions.
18, 19?
Yes, they would have been the champions this year.
No, I don't know. But anyway, like I said, I see the Bucks. The Bucks are a team I don't think they'll go for in the playoffs. I think the highest they'll go is like the Eastern Conference. So I think Bledsoe is selling them out again. Them re-signing Bledsoe during the season was the worst re-signing.
What you mean? He only got $70 million in 4 years. That's a bargain.
Because you're not going to win with him as your starting point guard.
Mike,
you're just not.
You're not
going to win with him as your starting point guard.
He's a great defender.
He's a great defender who can't shoot.
But you
you could always
already have Middleton and Brogdon around, and then if you bring a guy like Lopez back, then you have shooters. So it's not a terrible thing. You just would have to use
I'm just
you would
saying
have
what
to
I
use
think.
Eric Bledsoe in like the Kyrie role where he except he would be facilitating the offense and giving Giannis a breather instead of going to look for his own shot.
I'll say this though. Budenholzer against Toronto did a terrible job. If I was him,
I told you,
I,
Nick Nurse should be coach of the year.
after the third game, I would have put George Hill in the starting lineup instead of Bledsoe because George Hill was knocking down shots and playing better.
Yeah.
But he just
That's why I said Budenholzer is a terrible coach, man. Budenholzer to me is overrated. I think
overrated.
Nick Nurse has been coach of the year.
He's not overrated. But
he's terrible.
He's not overrated.
He's terrible. He's terrible at adjustments.
Kidding me?
He's not overrated.
He's terrible at adjustments. He's terrible
I'll put it
at
this
adjustments.
way.
Budenholzer is a coach who'll give you 60 wins.
That's what I was going to say.
He'll give you 60 wins in the regular season, but in the playoffs,
yeah, Budenholzer is like Mike D'Antoni to me. He's a regular season.
He got out coached.
Budenholzer is a regular season coach to me.
He made it to the Eastern Conference Finals.
It was the same thing with the Atlanta Hawks, and you could say, "Oh, the roster was this." They didn't have a star.
They didn't. They're playing against LeBron. They're playing against LeBron and Kyrie.
Who did LeBron have that year?
Kyrie.
He had the whole team with him.
You mean to tell me you had 5? Yeah, he had 5 great starters, right? He had 5 great starters, and you only had LeBron and Kyrie. You was only going against those two.
Bro,
your whole team went against those.
We're not gonna act like Kyle Korver and Jeff Teague were setting the world on fire, bro. Like
come on now.
Like it was them two, Paul Millsap, who was in
and Al Horford.
Like Al Horford and maybe Paul Millsap.
I'm just saying. This is Paul Millsap in his prime because Paul Millsap at one time was he was a beast.
He was okay. He was okay.
I'm just saying. He's a regular season.
You could argue that Al was their best player on the team. So if Al is your best player, you're not beating Cleveland. Even if it's Kyrie and Kevin Love.
This is LeBron James. This is LeBron James we're talking about.
Look, can I get back to my point?
Yes, go ahead.
Budenholzer is a regular season coach. You're not gonna win the championship.
I think you could win the championship with Budenholzer.
This is blasphemy.
You just gotta have enough talent.
This is blasphemy. He can only
Talent only takes you so far. Look at Brad Stevens. Talent only takes you so far.
That's another conversation. That
talent only takes.
Weren't you the one that said Kawhi Leonard is the best player in the world?
Yeah,
he lost to the best player in the world. He lost to a better roster. Toronto has the better roster
for sure.
So what? Kyrie Irving.
I'm just saying.
They
lost to a better. Team.
He's talking about Toronto.
I hope it's better than Ibaka and Marcus Gasol. What are you talking
Marcus Gasol and Serge Ibaka is better than who they got? They have Marcus Gasol, who's a former defensive player.
He's better than Brook Lopez.
Former.
Oh,
he's a 19.
Marcus Gasol's old out
19 and 10 guy. Serge Ibaka is a 15 and 10 guy.
But I give you Ibaka.
Siakam.
But Ibaka compared to Morris.
Come on.
I'd rather Morris than Ibaka.
You're joking, right?
I'd rather Morris than Ibaka.
You're joking, right?
I'd rather Marquise Morris than Ibaka any day.
They have Siakam. They have Serge Ibaka. They have Marcus Gasol.
So you rather have Siakam or Jason Tatum?
I want Jason.
But Siakam is. You make it seem like Siakam is top.
Any discussion. Next person. Next person. Who's
Kyle Lowry's better than Eric Bledsoe.
Kyle Lowry. What?
Kyle Lowry's better than Eric Bledsoe.
He's better than Eric Bledsoe. Are you joking?
But we going against the Boston.
No,
Celtics,
he's doing
right?
he's doing the Bucks in Toronto.
I'm telling you.
Are we talking about the Toronto Raptors versus
the Bucks
versus the Boston
No,
Celtics?
we're talking about
how the fuck we get on the Bucks,
bro? Because you keep talking about Mike Boot. You can't win with Mike Boot.
Toronto versus
Aaron was saying that the Bucks had lost to a better team, so he
they lost to a better
he was
team.
comparing Toronto and Milwaukee while you were trying to compare Toronto and Boston.
I thought we was comparing Toronto.
Nah. We talking about Milwaukee and Toronto, man. Because you keep talking about
Toronto we can agree that Boston had more talent than Toronto.
Milwaukee any day, I give you that.
Boston had more talent than Toronto. We all agree on that.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Like I'm talking about Boston. You talking about?
I'm talking about the Bucks.
I admit the Bucks have more talent. The Bucks have more talent than a team like Milwaukee. End of the day, they have way more talent.
Well, Gordon Hayward, he wasn't the same Jason Tatum.
Gordon Hayward was coming back. He was coming back.
They said
He had flashes
they,
of himself. He was coming back.
Gordon Hayward. He's not. He wasn't himself this year. Let's just
He
all admit
wasn't.
that. But I will agree that in the preseason before the season actually started, we thought Boston had the most talent. But Toronto you could argue Toronto has just as good as many players. They have much just as good as depth as Boston. If you look at it, Fred VanVleet can play, Gasol can play, Siakam, Serge Ibaka, Kyle Lowry, Norman
I
Powell,
can't let this.
Wow.
Kawhi
Leonard,
Norman Powell.
Danny Green,
Norman Powell.
Danny
Is he really a game
Green.
changer?
You got OG
Danny
Anunoby
Green.
coming back next year.
OG Anunoby didn't even play. He didn't even play. That man's really good. Also, come on now.
Boston's so good. They have two starting. They got two different. Their whole bench.
You can argue Toronto got a starting lineup. You can argue that.
Norman Powell.
Yes.
Norman.
Well, switch Norman Powell with OG now, since he'll be back next year.
OG Anunoby was starting before Kawhi came there. You could argue they had two starting lineups.
Look, man, no. Jason Tatum has a. I'd take Jason Tatum over Siakam.
Well, of course.
We don't even know if Jason Tatum is better than Siakam. Look at Siakam looking like a star right now. Siakam look like a future star right now. We don't even know.
Wow. We're gonna see this year.
Jaylen Brown. All right.
Since Jason Tatum gonna have no touches.
So you taking Siakam over Jason Tatum?
I'm saying they're equal. They're equal right now. They're equal. They are equal. Right now, I take Siakam.
They're not equal.
I would take Siakam right now.
They're not equal. Siakam.
We're talking right now, Siakam.
Right now, I'm taking Jason Tatum.
Did you not see
what Siakam did in the playoffs? Did you not see what he did in the regular season? Siakam star. But we don't know what Jason Tatum gonna be.
But Aaron, we could compare.
You know the thing about Jason Tatum? He wasn't successful this year because.
We could compare it to Jason Tatum.
It was because him and Kyrie didn't match. Okay, him and Kyrie. Because they're both ISO players. They're both guys. You got to give them the ball.
But Brandon, we don't even have to do that. We could go back to Jason Tatum's rookie season when he basically averaged 20 points in the playoffs against Philly, and then he was a primary guy against Cleveland.
How old is Siakam?
He's like probably 21.
I think he's like 23.
He's older than that.
But I think this is second year. I think.
No, they're not. This
is third year. This is third year.
Well, he didn't play. I don't think he played his first year.
He didn't play that much last year.
Jason Tatum is just entering his third year.
Okay. I'm just saying, we're talking about right now.
Jason Tatum.
We're not talking about. I'm not talking about potential. I'm talking right now. I'm talking right now. Who is better?
I'm taking
Jason Tatum. I'm saying
Jason Tatum.
Bro, Siakam was probably.
Siakam was good.
Anyway, before we get with the. Let me tell you my.
Let's finish up with the contenders, bro.
Okay, let's go. We can talk.
Milwaukee.
Too much. It's too much BS.
I'm not saying.
And I'm not here.
Siakam had a better year. Siakam had a better year.
I'm not here for the BS.
Am I wrong? Did Siakam not have a better year than Jason Tatum?
Of course he did.
I'm not here for the BS.
Okay then. We're talking right now. We're talking right now. Let's go.
I'm not here for the BS.
Go ahead.
Okay. Let me say I said Boston, Milwaukee.
All right.
Philly.
I
think if Philly resigns,
I agree.
They have a great chance. If Joel Embiid can stay healthy, if he can just stay healthy, I don't know what's wrong with him. I really don't. I don't know if he was injured throughout the play. I don't know what he injured. It was a really weird situation with him throughout the playoffs. In my opinion, it was really weird. It was like he was sick one day. What did he? I
don't know. He had the flu.
He had the
stomach virus.
Game 3, he comes and dominates. Game 4, he vanishes. I don't know what
weird.
happened.
I don't know.
I honestly don't know. It was a weird situation to me.
I don't know. Maybe Toronto. Maybe Toronto poisoned the food or something. I don't know. They spiked the food.
Well, I'm sure Philadelphia will take a page out of Toronto's book and have a lot of load management for Joel Embiid in the future.
Oh, so hey, I got a question. So, what is better? What do you think is better for Philly? Re-signing Jimmy Butler and letting Tobias go and just go from there, or you sign and trade Jimmy Butler, re-sign Tobias, and get back PJ Tucker and who else? Who'll be the other player? Eric Gordon. What do you think is better? And maybe re-sign JJ Redick as well. because I think they can go over the luxury tax.
If
Because
you can re-sign JJ Redick after doing all of that, then I would definitely take the second option because you got a guy PJ Tucker who would definitely personify Philadelphia. Philadelphia would fall in love with him. You would have shooters in Redick and Eric Gordon who can space the floor, which will allow Ben Simmons to be able to operate, even though he still doesn't have a jump shot and won't even attempt one. And that would allow Embiid to do his thing down in the paint. So if you could do the second option, it would be great. But it'd probably be hard to pull that off.
Well, all right. Minus JJ Redick, would you do that deal?
I think I would still do the deal because Eric Gordon is such a good shooter, and you could probably find a shooter that's cheaper than JJ Redick that you could
like Kyle Korver, like a Kyle Korver. If they waive, I think if Utah waives him, he might be on the board. Mm-hmm. Brandon, you wouldn't do the deal, man. Think about it. You get Eric Gordon.
I'm losing the guy in Jimmy. I'm losing.
But you get Tobias Harris back.
My team
you keep it Tobias though.
I don't want Tobias. I don't want Tobias. That means I got to sign Tobias to a max deal. I don't want that.
You don't have to sign it. Nobody's gonna pay him $190 million.
I'm just saying. I'm not paying money. That's what he wants. He wants a max contract.
But think about it. You can win a chip, man. You might be the best team in the East.
Think about that starting five though, bro.
PJ Tucker. What does PJ Tucker do in the playoffs?
But think of
PJ Tucker.
He was still good. He was good.
Think about that starting five though. You have Simmons at the point, shooting guard Eric Gordon, small forward Tobias Harris, power forward PJ Tucker, and Joel Embiid as your center. So you have a pretty good team, and you have
the bench.
The bench would be whatever shooter we add, and then McConnell and a few other guys. So you would have your depth, and you would also have guys that can complement each other in the starting lineup.
I think it's a good deal. All right, who else do you have, Brandon? What's your other contenders?
In the West. Yeah. In the West, I got Denver.
All right.
Look, Denver's gonna be crazy. I don't think people really realize what Denver has. It's just gonna be crazy with them. Because you forgot to mention Bobo.
Man,
Bobo's probably gonna be like a redshirt year. That's why I didn't bring him
it's a redshirt.
He's gonna be red. Bobo to me I think he's crazy because I think only seen Kristaps Porzingis really move like that for a 7-footer. You can't. I can't really name a 7-footer who moves as agile.
It's called Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Beside KD and Kristaps.
Maybe Hakeem, but that's about it.
That's like three. You only name it 3 players. Like I can't name anybody. I can't name that too many people in today's league.
Well, of course,
move like that. You got Michael Porter Jr. Oh my God, Michael Porter Jr. It's amazing. It's amazing to split to that 14th pick. It's crazy to me.
All right, who's the other teams, man?
My other teams. Of course, they got the Lakers. I got the Lakers with LeBron and AD. So I do have a question. I am kind of skeptical who's going to close the game out if they don't get Kyrie.
It's going to be LeBron. LeBron's done it before.
Plank free throws? It should be Hackett.
I didn't know we were bringing free throws into this.
Oh my God! Here we go.
Kuz might have the best round to take the free throws. Like I don't know.
You know what they say? You know when they say what they say if this guy. You see this? You know when they have that meme with LeBron and he just looks buff and it's like if this guy slaps your mom's butt. What are you doing? You know what I'm doing? I'm drawing no free throw line. He's scared of that. Oh my God. I'm drawing a free throw line.
Man.
Hey,
he's gonna run away after that.
This is gonna be a different season, bro. LeBron bringing the 6 rack out. He probably gonna bring the chunk out. Like this man is gonna be on a mission.
Come on, man.
He's gonna be on a mission.
Playoff LeBron. What happened with LeBron? What happened with playoff LeBron?
Listen, man.
Activate mode.
He got stuck though.
Look, he was on E. He was on E last year. He was on E.
He's gonna be healthy. He'll be healthy this year. He'll be fine.
You see, he said, "Oh,
he was on
LeBron.
He was on E."
What happened the next game when you went against
LeBron? Will be fine. LeBron will be fine if he's not hurt this year.
He'll be fully loaded. He'll be the gas tank will be fully fueled. He was on E. All right. Listen, he needed a rest. He needed a tune-up.
You need to rest.
He hasn't had a tune-up in years, all right? He hasn't had an oil change in years. Now he got the oil change. Now he got the tune-up. He got the tires changed. All that is fine. He's fully fueled. He's fully motivated, and he's about to prove all y'all wrong, man. Just get ready.
Look,
just get ready.
LeBron pulling up from the logo, can't even hit a free throw. That's sad.
That is sad. I agree.
That is the saddest thing I've
That
ever
is
seen.
sad.
You're pulling up from the logo, making threes. You couldn't even make a free throw.
That is kind of sad, though. But
no, I'm like, all right. I see the Lakers. Lakers, Denver, Houston. I don't see Houston. I don't see Houston doing.
What are they gonna do?
I think the chemistry is going to throw them.
That's true.
Between Chris Paul and James Harden, even if they get Jimmy Butler, I don't think Jimmy Butler is really going to be enough presence in that locker room to really fix what those two have going. And you can't get rid of Chris Paul because of that contract. So,
Okay.
I can't see them really doing anything. Portland, I can't see Portland doing anything. The problem with Portland is that they just need a three. If they can get a guy who can average at least 19 points, another guy who could play the three, like be a threat, who can just shoot.
If Nasir Little can develop a jump shot, he could be that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Nasir Little, because Nasir Little
he's too young though.
His ceiling is Kawhi Leonard.
Whoa!
He reminds me of Kawhi Leonard coming out of college. He reminds me of Kawhi Leonard coming out of college.
You know what?
A guy who could get you straps. All he does is
can we give him the Siakam label right now?
You know what's funny?
Can we not do Kawhi right now?
You know what's funny? Hey, check this out. So last year, Philly drafted, I forgot this dude's name, and they compared him to Kawhi Leonard. This is the same dude that broke his foot before the season started. I forgot his name.
Zaire Smith?
Yeah, Zaire Smith. Everybody want to compare people to Kawhi Leonard. Look, Kawhi Leonard is one of a kind, man. It's the same with Kobe. It's the same with LeBron. Like, just stop.
You know what Kawhi Leonard, Kobe Bryant have in common? What's that thing?
Okay, I'll give you that.
Kawhi Leonard and Kobe Bryant, they're not the most athletic guys, let's be honest. They're not the most athletic
guys.
I'll give you that. They're the guys who work extremely hard. If Nasir Little works extremely hard.
Oh my God.
Nasir's got the athleticism there.
And Nasir Little
I don't see it.
He overstepped Zion.
I don't see it, man. Kawhi Leonard.
Zion in the All-American.
Really? All-American game? Really?
All-American game, bro?
Really? Kobe strapped LeBron in an All-Star game, but who cares? It's an All-Star game. Come on now, really?
But he still stopped him.
Come on, man, really?
Tell me somebody else who stopped LeBron. Tell me another person who stopped LeBron.
Kawhi.
Don't say Iguodala because he dropped 40.
Kawhi.
He averaged
Kawhi.
on him.
There was a video.
There
was a video during the Spurs series in 2014.
My man's at the free throw line.
You know what?
You already know.
So that's literally the person I compared him to. You literally named the person I compared Nasir Little to. You literally named the person I compared him to.
Why do you think LeBron wants to sign Kawhi? Because he don't want to go up against him. He wants him to be on the team because he's tired of having to go up against him.
LeBron was any star at this point, honestly.
No, he does not.
Who won Kawhi?
He don't want Jimmy Butler. He doesn't want Jimmy Butler.
So you mean to tell me you wouldn't want Kawhi Leonard on your team?
Absolutely.
Who wouldn't want him on their team?
Probably.
You making it seem like you don't want to play him. I would want Kawhi Leonard on
all
my
right,
team.
but
Brian, I know you want Kawhi Leonard on your team, right? You take him.
I'm sure all 30.
Everybody would want Kawhi Leonard. Are you kidding me?
So I don't see what LeBron is so special.
No, but he wants certain players. Like he doesn't want Tobias Harris or Chris Middleton,
LeBron,
or who else? Who else is on there? I forgot. Like if Klay Thompson was healthy, he would want him. If Kevin Durant was healthy, he would want him. Kawhi Leonard.
Klay Thompson would be the perfect.
He would, but he's injured. He's injured though. So
regardless, I would.
No, hell no. We trying to win now, baby. We don't got time.
He can come in. He could come in the middle
rusty.
Of the season. He has an ACL.
He's gonna be rusty.
He's gonna come in the middle.
He's gonna be rusty. I don't want him.
All right, He's gonna
Get
come in the
Kawhi
regular
Leonard.
season. He'll struggle for 20 or so games when he hits his rhythm. What are you
Get
talking
Kawhi
about?
Leonard, and we straight. That's all I care about.
And you know what? This finals
What?
did? I think it personified Klay Thompson, him really getting the respect that he deserves.
I mean, I always
Game 6 Clay is something different.
that was
Klay
amazing.
doesn't get injured. They're winning Game 6.
Yeah, they are. I agree. But Game 7, I don't think so.
Game 7,
Outside of Michael Jordan,
if Klay stays healthy, they could have still won the
They
series.
could have won, but I doubt it.
They could have still won it.
Got a bold statement.
What?
Outside of Michael Jordan, Klay Thompson might be the best Game 6 performer there is.
I agree.
Outside of Michael Jordan.
I agree. That's a good case right there. All right. So who else do you have, Brandon? Is there any other people?
OKC, I can't see OKC doing
Yeah,
anything.
OKC
If OKC could get shooters, if they could trade Dennis Schroeder and flip that for shooters, they could win it.
My only question with OKC would be though, what if they actually trade Steven Adams?
Yeah, they need to trade him. They need to get rid of him. That contract is too big.
Because if you trade him and you get just shooters back or like maybe an all-star guy, can you see them winning?
Yes, I can see them win.
Hell no.
You know what? The thing about last season, Paul George hurt his shoulder in the middle of the last season. Like after he hurt his shoulder, he dipped off.
Yeah.
Like the whole OKC dipped off after he hurt his shoulder. So it wasn't like anybody's fault for real, because he was hurt at that point. He needed him. So Portland was happy in the playoffs. And they was gonna lose regardless, in my opinion. PG wasn't doing anything at that point. Like PG tried, but
What else
he just wasn't doing anything at that point. Let me think.
All right. Well, is that it?
Look, if Minnesota could get D'Lo,
oh my gosh,
I see them making noise. I see them honestly making noise if they could get D'Lo. If they get D'Lo and we sign D-Rose, they can honestly make some noise. They can make some noise.
No, they cannot.
They can make noise.
No, they cannot.
Who else?
That's probably
another team. There's another team.
Another team. What?
I know there's another team.
Wow.
What? The Clippers.
If the Clippers get KD and Kawhi,
KD not gonna play.
If they get just Kawhi,
Talking about this year.
If they get just Kawhi Leonard, they took the Warriors to 6 with KD. So imagine what they're really doing with the start. But I think that's it.
All right. So here, listen, and pay attention. All right, this is what's going to be the contender. All right,
it's going to be a hell of blasphemy in this one. I can feel it.
In the East, the contenders are going to be, because I have Toronto keeping Kawhi. So this is what's going to happen. Toronto's going to be a contender. That's number one. Boston's going to be the other. Boston's going to be the other contender. Then I have Philly, and a dark horse. I have Indiana. Those are the 4 contenders. Everybody
Indiana's
else
not a dark horse. Even I said Indiana, but
those are the 4 contenders. Every other team, you might as well just hang it up and say, "I'll be happy with making the playoffs." Okay. The West. The West is going to be the Lakers, of course. Is that even a question? Number 2 is going to be Denver. Denver made the second round last year, and they're only going up from here. They're young, and they're very exciting, and they have a lot of potential. And they're bringing Michael Porter Jr. back. Third team is going to be Houston because they still have James Harden and Chris Paul, and they might add Jimmy Butler. So you got to watch out for Houston. And the fourth team, it really depends on who the Clippers get in free agency. If it's Kawhi Leonard, then yeah, they'll be a contender. If it's not, then they might as well just be happy being the 8th seed, or they're not going to make the playoffs. So really, if I'm saying that Kawhi's going to stay in Toronto, it's really only 3 teams in the.
What about
the
Utah?
Other team? No, Utah is not a
Utah
contender.
is Mike Conley, Donovan Mitchell.
It's Mike
and they
Conley.
have a great system, and they have
no.
They can be dark horse.
Utah is not going anywhere. They might.
Utah would have to win like 50+ games.
They'll win a playoff
contender to me.
They'll win a playoff series, but they're not going anywhere.
I'll tell you
So
this. I'll tell you this, Brandon. If the Clippers don't land Kawhi or KD, then you could potentially put Utah in the contenders mix.
okay, so those are the. Oh, I forgot. I forgot about Milwaukee in the East. I forgot about Milwaukee. So it's five. I think it's five. All right, five teams. Five teams in the East. Three teams in the West. And I believe I'll go first on this. The NBA, the finals is going to be. I'm gonna go with the Lakers because they have LeBron and AD. Like, come on now, LeBron and AD. So I'm gonna go with the Lakers versus. Man, woo! Damn, this is
Look,
tough.
all I'm gonna say is
I'm
LeBron never wins in the first years.
gonna go with the Lakers versus. Damn, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Milwaukee. I think Giannis is gonna be. I think Giannis is gonna be hungry.
Even if Kawhi resigns,
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Milwaukee. I think they're gonna be. I think the reason why they lost is because they did lose to a better team, but at the same time, I think if Giannis would have played better, and maybe if Bledsoe would have shot a little bit better, I think they would have won the series. But I think Milwaukee could beat Toronto because they could have won Game 3 if Giannis would have scored, his average points.
who the hell is the regular season coach? He's a
All right,
regular
so those are my contenders, and I'm gonna just say this right now. The 2020 NBA champions, I'm gonna say the Lakers. I'm just gonna say the Lakers. I got the Lakers winning the championship in 2020.
Wow.
I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what you guys say. I don't care what the haters say. I don't care what anybody says.
haters. That
I got
sounds I'm
the
being a hater because I'm
I
being
got
real.
I got the Lakers winning the championship because we got LeBron, AD, and we might get Kyrie or Kawhi Leonard.
Wow.
You better get Kyrie.
I think
If I
it's
don't
gonna
get
happen.
Kyrie, I don't know who else they're getting. I don't
Even
know who's going to close the games.
even with LeBron and AD, I think we're gonna win the chip because I like Kuzma as our third option. I really do. I think Kuzma's gonna just get better and better.
But who else? Who else besides those three? And who's taking a step back? That's my question.
Houston could take a step back.
I'm talking about LeBron, AD. Who's taking a step back there?
Kuzma.
Kuz is gonna take a step back.
Of course, he's gonna be a third option.
You don't think LeBron would take a step back and just say,
LeBron has never
I see the potential you got. Let me facilitate.
LeBron has never sacrificed. LeBron has never sacrificed for anybody. So
actually, he
LeBron's 35 years
he
old.
has sacrificed actually, but it's been a little bit though. So, for instance, he might go from 28 points to 25 points, like he did with Cleveland with Kyrie, and like he did with Miami with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. So he might average 25.
When I talk about sacrificing, I mean in terms of helping other players to do what they do best. Like at times he did it with Kyrie, allowing him to go and do his own thing. But with a guy like Lonzo, he wasn't giving him the chance to facilitate the offense. With Kuz, he's gonna have Kuz just kind of stand in the corner and be kind of a spot up guy. And with AD, it's just gonna be pick and roll stuff. So I don't see that as a sacrifice on the court. Stats wise, of course you'll sacrifice a little bit. But on the court, that's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'll say LeBron averages 20. I say he averaged the same numbers that he did in Miami, about 25, 26, 6 rebounds, maybe 7, 6 assists. So I think those are going to be his numbers, but his field goal percentage is going to get better. And I think everybody else is going to, like Anthony Davis, he'll average about 25 and 12. And Kuzma probably average 15 to 18. So I think that's pretty good. I like my chances with the Lakers. I think we're going to win the championship. Frank Vogel, initially I didn't like the move, but then, as I, kept going, he does have experience. He made it to the Eastern Conference Finals 2 times. Every time he was in Indiana, they had a winning season. Besides when Paul George broke his leg. So I like Frank Vogel. I like Jason Kidd. I like Lionel Hollins. And we're also trying to get the assistant coach from Golden State. They say he's the best assistant coach in the league. So I like that. We hired one of the best trainers. So I like that as well. And there's rumors we might hire a lethal shooter. So, hey, I would love to see that as well. But I just think it's the Lakers' year. I think all you guys are going to cry. All you guys are going to be mad and salty. And I just love it because these past 6 years have been miserable, have been painful. You guys have laughed at us. I remember when you guys laughed at us. I remember when
And
you
we
said we
still
weren't going to
laughing.
get.
And I'm
I
still
remember
laughing.
when you guys
And
said.
I'm still
I
laughing.
remember
And I'm
when you
still
guys
laughing.
said we're
Look,
not getting
as
LeBron,
a
and I
fan, you
said
know
we're
what?
getting LeBron.
You know what? Do what Kendrick Lamar said. Sit down, be humble. That's what. That's what
No,
happened.
I'm not.
Because
I'm not being humble.
Look. What? Tell me how many rebuilds did the Lakers have in their whole history?
How many?
Not
What?
many. Not many rebuilds. Not many times when you guys lost. Not many times when you
Look,
guys
man.
didn't have a star. Sit down and be humble.
No,
Be like
I'm
you
not
got your
being
team.
humble.
The
No,
Bulls been trying since the night. The Bulls been trying since
Since Jordan Love.
since 2011 with D-Rose D went out. Shut up, all right?
Man,
You complaining
listen,
over
man.
nothing. You complaining over nothing at this
6
point.
years, and we had the worst record in the league
Do what
for the
Kendrick Lamar
past
did to
6
be humble.
years.
Do what
We
Kendrick
were
Lamar says and
humble.
be humble.
We were
Yeah,
humbled,
sit
and
down.
guess what?
Sit down and be humble.
Back.
Sit
We're
down and be
back,
humble.
baby. I remember when y'all said we weren't getting LeBron. I remember that. And I was like, we're getting
What y'all
LeBron.
do
We're
with
getting
LeBron
LeBron.
this season?
We're getting LeBron. And we got
What y'all do with
LeBron.
LeBron this season?
I remember
Y'all
when
didn't
y'all
make
were
the
like,
playoffs.
y'all were like,
Y'all
oh,
didn't make the playoffs with LeBron.
hold up.
First
Listen,
season, what
listen.
happened?
It was a blessing. It was a blessing.
That
Because
was a
guess
blessing.
what?
Sit down.
He got his rest. He got the rest that he
Do what
deserved.
Kendrick Lamar said. Sit down, be humble.
Just like when you
Sit down,
guys
be
said,
humble. Come on,
remember
now.
when you said we weren't getting Anthony Davis? I said we're getting Anthony Davis. We're getting Anthony Davis.
What y'all gonna
And
do?
what happened? We got Anthony Davis. It's supposed to happen.
How much did y'all give up for him?
It don't
Y'all gave
matter.
up the next 4 years for him.
What if we
For
get
a guy
Kawhi
who
Leonard?
gets injured, for a guy who can't even play 82 games.
What if we get Kawhi Leonard? What if Kuzma becomes a star?
That's what if.
What are you gonna say?
That's a lot of ifs.
These are ifs.
What are you gonna say?
These
What
aren't
are you gonna say?
realities. These are ifs. These
It
are ifs.
don't matter. Anthony Davis is 26 years old. Who cares? He's
Who
still
cares?
got 5 to 8 years left.
What you mean?
That's
how
a
you
long
know?
time.
How you know for sure?
Because Anthony Davis is a monster. And not
When
these
was the last
past
time
2,
he
3
played?
years.
Huh?
Not these past 2, 3 years. He's been pretty healthy. He's been playing 70+ games.
Oh, he's been playing 70+ games.
With the exception of last year.
And how
they've been sitting him.
What's his record?
Bro, it don't matter.
My
Pelicans
question
were
is,
trash.
who close out the games?
We got LeBron James and AD. It don't matter about what his record was.
Who's closing out the games?
It don't
I know
matter.
AD's not closing out the games.
It don't matter.
LeBron can't hit a free throw.
We're
At
not
that
going to
point,
need
you
to
might as well
close
be
out
Hack LeBron.
games. We're not going to need to do that because we're going to be
Good.
too good. We're
Get
going to be
LeBron
too
from the
good.
Kuzma.
We're going to be too good.
Kuzma?
We're going to be too good that we don't need to close out games. So I'm not worried about that.
You know what? Okay. My
Yeah.
pick. My final
Yeah.
pick.
Look, it's all right, man. Just sit back and watch the show.
Sit down and be humble. Sit down.
Watch.
Sit
yeah,
down.
you be humble.
You're getting
Bulls fan.
You're getting too
Bulls
ahead of yourself.
fan. Bulls fan. You got nothing ahead of. Look.
What you mean? We got Larry Marketing. We got Zach LaVine.
I'm on my Drake mode right now. Like when they won the chip and he was talking about. I remember it was that video. He was like, "Look at this." He was like, "Look at this." This is what was I forgot what he said.
We created this.
We created this.
You know what?
Look at all this.
T?
Look, we're not talking about Pusha T. We're talking about right now.
We're talking about right.
We're talking about right now.
Sit down.
We're talking about right now, and I'm on my Drake mode right now. Especially when we win next year, because when we win next year, I'm gonna be on all y'all. I'm gonna be like, I remember the past 6 years. Y'all were like, we were trash. Whenever I brought up the 16 championships,
every team goes to a period where they suck.
All right, check this out though.
Every team goes to a period where they suck. You're not special.
But look, do we talk about the Bulls? Special. But do we talk about the Bulls when they suck? Do we clown the Bulls when they suck?
Yes,
no.
I've been getting clowned for the past. You just clowned me. You just clowned me.
No.
You just said the Bulls have nothing to look forward to.
Nobody talks about the Bulls, bro.
You know what?
Nobody.
You know what?
When they're bad.
We're gonna win at least 40. We're gonna win 40 games next year.
Oh my God!
Yo, this again.
We're getting 500. Because you know the problem with us. We had injuries. The problem with us, we had injuries last year. Markin, he didn't play 5 this season. Chris Dunn didn't play for 20
I'm about to
games.
say Chris Dunn better
Here
ball
we
out.
go.
Chris Dunn
Listen.
better ball out if y'all gonna win
Kobe,
40
All right,
Kobe
well,
games.
White, I think Kobe White's decent. I think honestly we probably should have traded up, for Garland or something like that. But I'm not mad with
okay.
Kobe White. I'm not too mad with that. You know what?
Oh my
The only,
God.
Ooh, that was a nice
I'll draw back in my opinion is if we could get stops, right? Because I think Chris Dunn's that guy. He could give us stops. He could be like a Marcus Smart. He could be our Marcus Smart.
Oh my God. Here we go with
Okay.
this. Listen.
But
All I gotta say is,
can I
sit
get to my point
down,
of who I got in the finals? All right, let me say.
watch the Lake show. Just watch how beautiful basketball is about to be with the Lakers. Just
You
you're
mean the
going to
80s?
be.
You mean
You're going to be.
Showtime? You
No,
mean
we're talking
Showtime?
about right now.
So y'all finna
Matter
be
of
the next
fact,
Showtime?
I listen.
Wasn't y'all supposed to be Showtime this year?
I told you guys.
Wasn't y'all supposed to be running gun offense with Lonzo Ball at the helm?
You
What
know
happened
what's
to that?
funny? You know what's funny? When we drafted Lonzo Ball, I told you guys, look, I gave you a window to come to my side, to come to my team. Now it's closed. It's too late.
I don't
I
care if it's
gave you the
closed.
window.
Because I don't
I
have Lonzo
gave
Ball
you the
anymore.
window.
I
I
don't have
told
Lonzo
you.
anymore.
Who cares about Lonzo? No, I don't care.
This will
I
be
don't
better than whatever.
care.
You know what? Okay.
I don't care about Lonzo. I
All right, I'm
don't.
giving my finals predictions. You got Lakers.
Who? All right. All right.
Look, LeBron. I don't know how. I don't know. I think I don't know the third star. I'm waiting on if
Oh,
they get a third star or not. If
all
they
right.
do, if they get a guy like Kyrie, I see them going to the finals. If they don't, I don't see him. I don't see
Okay.
them beating Denver.
All right.
I just don't see him beating Denver. I think
You don't see us beating Denver.
if with this LeBron at 80, I don't see you guys beating Denver. Denver has a plethora of talent.
What
A
if we have? What if
plethora.
we? All
A
right. What if we
plethora
add
of
the
talent.
right pieces? What if we add the right
Like
pieces
who?
around,
Like who?
like a Trevor Ariza,
Ariza can't. He's
like a
not doing
Patrick
nothing.
Beverly,
Patrick
like a
Beverly,
JJ
a
Redick,
JJ
a
Redick. Oh, he can't
Boban
defend.
Bogdanovich,
Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich.
Bojan Bogdanovich. My bad.
Bojan.
Like
You mean the stuff? You
a
mean the
Brook,
tall guy? The
No,
guy who's
not no,
famous for
not
being in a
not
Keanu
the dude
Reeves
from
movie?
Indiana,
no. The guy
the
from
dude from
Indiana.
Indiana,
The guy from
the guy
Indiana.
from Indiana.
He's a good
Yeah,
guy to have off the bench, but I don't to match up with a guy like Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr.
bro. Patrick Beverly gonna clamp that.
What's that point guard there? They have a really great backup point guard.
Monte Morris.
He's nice.
Monte Morris.
He's nice.
All right, but check this out. They never been
You
there
got
before.
Jokic. Who's
LeBron has
checking
been there
Jokic? My
before. AD? Are you kidding me?
That's gonna be a great
Are you-
matchup.
Are you
AD.
kidding me? Are
Who's
you
checking
serious?
Paul Millsap?
He probably
Paul
gonna be
Millsap.
Kuz.
Coons. Hey, what's Paul Millsap? Hey,
I'm
watch
not
Paul
afraid of
Millsap
Paul
drop a 20
Millsap.
on his head.
I'm not worried
He dropped
about.
a 20 on Kuz's head.
I'm not worried
He
about.
dropped it. Look what he did to Aminu.
Who's checking LeBron James?
Probably
Who's
a
checking
PJ.
LeBron James?
Probably Michael Porter.
That's
LeBron
barbecue
James
chicken.
gonna get buckets, whatever. Okay, LeBron James 80. They're gonna get buckets. Those two are gonna get
It's
buckets,
raps.
whatever.
It's raps. It's raps.
But
That's
tell me who else
raps.
is scoring in that team?
So you got
Kuzma.
Denver in the Western Conference. Who you got in the East, Brandon?
In the East, I think if Kawhi resigns with Toronto, I got Toronto. If he doesn't resign, I see it being the Bucks. I see it being Bucks.
Bucks. All right. Who you got winning?
It's gonna be either Toronto or the Bucks. If Kawhi
Wow.
resigns, I see Toronto winning again.
So you got the Nuggets and the Raptors or the Bucks,
Yeah.
and you say Milwaukee's gonna win. That's a weird finals. The Nuggets and the Bucks. I don't see that. I really don't see
Two
that.
up
That's
and
a
coming
weird
teams.
finals. That's a weird finals. I
Look,
don't see it, but
look,
okay.
look.
Okay, go ahead.
The Lakers, that's a weird ass team, huh?
No,
That's a
I'm
weird ass team,
saying,
huh?
listen. Your soliloquy. Listen, I'm done with your soliloquy. All right, go, Brian, please. I want to hear somebody actually speak
I
some
swear,
sense.
Lakers fans are the Cowboys. Y'all are the Cowboys of the NBA.
No, we're not.
Every year,
No, we're
you're
not.
supposed to be getting someone every year. You just so
Yo.
happen to get two players. You've been saying this since 2013, I bet. Since
You know what's funny?
2011, I bet. I bet you was
Remember
the one
when-
person who said Carmelo Anthony was going to the Nets. I bet you was saying LeBron was going to LA since he went to Miami since 2009.
I never thought LeBron would go to the Lakers. I never thought LeBron would go to the Lakers.
LeBron was going to go from the Miami to Lakers, huh? In
I thought he was
2014.
gonna
All right.
stay in Miami. But hey, remember when they had that Photoshop? It was Kawhi Leonard's Laker, Paul George, and LeBron James. Well, guess what? It might be that, except minus Paul George
Look, they do that for
PG-13
every.
for
They
Anthony
do that for
Davis.
every star. They Photoshop
Isn't that
every
funny?
star in a Lakers
Isn't
jersey.
that
I
funny?
swear,
Isn't that funny?
Lakers fans are Cowboys fans of
Isn't that
basketball.
funny? Isn't
You are,
that funny
you
though?
are the worst. You guys are the worst fan base. You guys are passionate in basketball. I swear.
All right.
To me,
Listen.
you guys are
Are
just
you done
passionate
with
in
your
basketball.
soliloquy?
It's just
Are you
annoying.
done with your soliloquy?
Every
Are you
every
done?
year, every year, it's always somebody you're gonna get.
Are you done with
Every
your
year,
soliloquy, man?
every year, and I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of every year. Oh, we're
Oh
gonna get
my
this player.
god.
All last year, you was gonna get
Are you
PG.
done with
Why
your
haven't it like?
diatribe?
Why haven't it get
Are you
PG?
done with your Are you done with your
Tell me why haven't it get
diatribe?
PG? What's y'all supposed to get? What's y'all supposed to get DeMarcus
Who
Cousins last
cares?
year?
Who cares about
Why haven't
DeMarcus
that?
Cousins? Who cares about Paul George? Paul
At
George
one point, y'all
he's a
even said y'all
snake.
was gonna get Russell Westbrook.
Who cares about Russell Westbrook? I never thought we'd get Russell Westbrook. I don't want Russell
You
Westbrook.
did want Russell
I don't
Westbrook.
want I don't want Russell
You did
Westbrook.
want
I'm
Russell
glad we
Westbrook.
don't have Russell Westbrook. We got LeBron, we got AD. I'm happy. Please go, Brian. Please. I'm done with your diatribe.
All right,
I'm done
man.
with your soliloquy,
All
all
right,
right?
man. So like
Please,
Brandon,
Max Kellerman.
I'm
I'm gonna
Max.
base it off of base it off of what Kawhi does. So if Kawhi resigns, then I'm gonna have Toronto and Brandon stole my thunder because I was gonna say Denver and Toronto.
Oh my gosh. Denver and Toronto.
And if
You
Kawhi,
think
yes, I think Denver is going to overtake LA. I
you
just think
think
that the playoff experience that they had last year, plus the addition of Michael Porter Jr. will put them over the top.
Oh my
Unless the
god.
Lakers find a way to get a Kemba or Kawhi or Kyrie type player.
Let me ask you this. Like I said with Brandon, if we put the right pieces
Okay,
around
Ryan
3-and-D
Holiday.
guys,
It'll definitely
shooters,
it'll definitely be a good series if you put the
you
right
think
people around it. But I trust Mike Malone a little bit more than I trust Frank Vogel. It's going to come down to coaching
oh
at that point.
Mike Malone never been there before. At least Vogel been to a conference finals twice.
Who did Vogel go against beside LeBron?
He went against LeBron twice and went to 6
I
and
said, who did
7
he go against beside LeBron?
in the conference finals. Or you talking
I'm
about the
talking about
playoffs?
period. This is in the playoffs in the East.
I mean, he went against
Who
Toronto.
did
He went
Toronto have?
against.
DeRozan at the
Yeah.
tub.
But hold
Oh,
up,
that's
Brandon, hold
he
up.
beat the baby
Don't act.
dinosaurs.
And they went to 7. And they went to
He
7.
beat
Hold
the
up,
baby
Brandon.
dinosaurs,
Don't
huh?
don't do that because guess what? Guess what? After the conference finals, and PG messed up his leg. The Pacers didn't really have anybody. They didn't have anybody, and guess what he did? He still got them to a good position, competing and going to the playoffs. So
We'll see what they.
don't do that.
But
We'll
think
see what
about
Don't
it.
they.
do
We'll
that.
see what they.
Think about
This
this,
is the
Aaron.
weak East with nobody in it.
But
This
think
is where
about
the East
but
was.
think about it. Think about it, Aaron. Like
Yeah,
the Nuggets were what, one game away from the conference finals. So it's
they
not like
were,
they don't know what it takes to get there.
but that was
Like
Portland though, and they lost.
of course,
Lost to Portland. They lost to Portland.
of course, but I believe that the playoff experience that they got, especially against a team like the Spurs, and finding ways and knowing how to win on the road will help them when they have to play LA, because I think that they might have to potentially steal a game on the road. And I think that if it were to go to a game 7, I could see Jokic and Murray being a better tandem with Michael Porter Jr. doing certain things to put them over the top that would allow them to beat LA.
Let me ask you this.
And plus, Anthony Davis doesn't really have that type of playoff experience if you think about it.
Listen. Let me ask you this. So when Sacramento, back in the early 2000s, I remember Sacramento. They got their. They were a young team. They were ascending. And they were pretty talented. They had a lot of depth. But guess who they went up against?
But Aaron, you're saying that like
Kobe.
Aaron, you're saying that like the Lakers.
Who do they have?
But you're saying your analogy doesn't work because this Lakers team doesn't have as much playoff experience as those Lakers teams.
Wasn't that series big though?
Bro,
Was
2001, 2001, 2001.
I know. That was rigged, wasn't it? Wasn't it?
2001 was not rigged. Matter of fact, the Lakers
And you had
swept
Shaq.
the Sacramento Kings. Yeah, and
AD's
guess what?
nowhere near
And
close
guess
to
what?
Shaq. I'm taking AD's nowhere near close to Shaq. I don't care what anybody's. I don't care what
But
you say.
AD is
A-
you could argue AD is top five. He's a top five player right now. If we're not talking about KD, in the top five because he's injured this year. This year, AD is a top five player. And you add
what you
another,
mean? What you
and
mean?
you
AD's
add
a top
arguably the
five
best
player?
player in the world
Is AD
with
a top
another
five player
top
with
five
200
players,
games? I
and
remember I was hella heat for saying Kawhi Leonard's not a top five player because he's injured. So he's not. AD's not a top five player. AD's not a top five. He has the talent, but he's not a top
80,
five player.
80's top five. We're not doing this.
come on now, come on, think
We're not
about this.
doing this.
You have
LeBron,
two.
Steph,
You have two.
KD, Kawhi, Giannis.
I'm saying
I just named you
take out
five players. I just
KD.
named you
Take
five
out
players
take.
better
I'm
than
talking about.
Brandon, if we use your injured point, then KD can't be on that list.
Oh yeah,
If we're going to use your injured point,
Brandon. Hey, I'm glad you brought up that point because wasn't Brandon the one that said about
that's what I
Kawhi
said.
Leonard
But you
last
said barring
year?
KD out. You said barring KD out. You said taking KD out. And I'm like, that's interesting because I remember I called hella flat for that.
no, my point.
I
No,
called
no,
flat from everybody.
no,
Doing that.
We're using your point.
Brandon. I still have KD in my top five. I'm just saying that using your basis, you can't have KD in there if injuries are gonna be what keeps you from being in the top five.
That's what we're saying.
But I still have Kevin Durant in the top five.
Yes, but since he's not going to be playing, we're gonna scratch him out.
I'm putting AD over Steph. I'm putting AD over Steph.
Ooh,
Would you you're putting AD over Joel Embiid?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You're putting AD over Jokic?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Are you kidding me? No question.
Wow.
He's the best big man in the game.
Wow.
He's the best big man in the game. Yes. No
He's
question
the best
about
big man in the game.
Unless you consider
You're
Giannis
taking him over Joel Embiid.
Yes.
Wow.
I'll give you. Hey,
Unless you
this
consider
question.
Giannis a big, he's the
I'll
best
give you a
big
question.
man.
I'll tell you this right now. If there was a trade, right? For instance, Philly was like, all right, we want AD, and Pelicans will give you Joel Embiid. Would you do it if you were Philly? Brandon, would you do it? Straight up.
I'm keeping Joel Embiid.
Yo!
You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid.
Embiid.
You're dumb. You're drunk.
I'm drunk.
You're drunk.
I'm keeping Joel Embiid.
You're drunk.
You're smoking, bro.
You're on crack. Stay
I'm keeping
off
Joel Embiid.
the weed.
AD doesn't have back.
weed.
AD doesn't have back problems, Brandon.
You're on crack.
AD has leg problems. That's worse for a big man. Leg problems is worse for a big man.
Joel Embiid got a back problem.
Backs are a lot worse than legs, bro.
Are you kidding me?
For a big man,
yes.
For a big man, it's legs.
Hold up.
It's your back, bro.
What did Joel Embiid have a problem come out of college? What was his problem?
I thought he had a.
Why couldn't he play for 3 years? Why couldn't he play for 3 years?
What did he do when he came back?
Yeah, but he had to
play.
He had to play limited games. He couldn't. He can't play 82.
Look. Kawhi Leonard plays limited games.
I'm about to search it up right now.
Kawhi Leonard plays limited games.
That was one season. How do we know he's not going to try to play 82 next year?
Bro, think about this, Brandon.
If Philly does load management, he can last. He can make a playoff run.
Bro, Brandon, think about this, bro.
What can AD do that Joel can't do?
But you're not taking into account injuries.
You never answered
Joel Embiid.
What can AD do that Joel can't
He's a
do?
better defender. He's way better in the pick and roll defensively. Joel Embiid is not good defensively from the pick and roll. He's not. They take advantage of him in the pick and roll. What do you think Toronto did? Yes. That's what he's not good at is the pick and roll.
What did he do the game he was healthy? What did he do that game 3 that he was healthy?
One game.
Look. You said to yourself, Joel Embiid's healthy. They're winning that series. You said to yourself, right? You said to yourself, right?
I don't know.
You said Joel Embiid stays healthy throughout that whole series, and he's 100%. They're winning, right?
Yes, I agree. Philly did have more talent though. You got to agree, they had more talent than Toronto.
They have more
Starting
star
line.
power. They have more star power. They don't
Yeah.
have more talent.
So of course, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Philly won because they have more
They
star
have more
power
star power.
than
They already
Toronto.
have 3 stars. Tobias Harris. I don't count.
Come on, Brandon. He averaged 20 a game, and he was
Tobias
a very
Harris
good
is in the
shooter.
same market as Middleton. They're just guys. Tobias Harris
But
is good.
he's still a good option.
He's a good player.
As a fourth
He's
option.
not a star. He's a good player. He's a good player.
Come on, Brandon.
He's a
Come
good
on,
player. He's not
Brandon.
a
Come
star.
on,
He's a good
Brandon.
player.
That starting lineup is stacked, bro. Come on now, just stop.
He's a good player. He's not a star. He's a good player.
I'm just saying, Joel Embiid. I think his whole time he's been in NBA, I don't think he's played half of the games.
No, he's played more than half in certain seasons.
I'm saying like,
or are you saying in his whole career?
Like the total games he's played and the total games he's missed. I think he's 5 seasons or six seasons been in the league. I think he's missed more games than he's actually played.
Yeah, that's possible.
Anthony Davis has actually played more games than he's actually had to play.
What has he done though? Like in terms of has he won?
Has Joel Embiid won?
Joel Embiid, he made it to the Eastern Conference. He did.
He made it to the semifinals.
Second round.
He made it to playoffs.
Second round.
He made the playoffs this year. Made the playoffs last year.
Okay. AD has made the playoffs twice. He's made the playoffs twice with nobody except maybe a Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday?
Except maybe Drew Holiday. And guess what?
Holiday,
oh yeah.
Rondo?
And Drew Holiday, the first time he was hurt.
And
Rondo wasn't even there. All he had, who did he even have the first go around? I don't even think he had anybody.
Did he have
Eric Gordon wasn't even good. He wasn't even good.
What are you talking about? Eric Gordon wasn't good.
That was the year KG said trash ass nigga after he missed the shot. Come on now.
This KG talks trash to everybody.
Bro, Eric Gordon was not that good. And guess what? Joel Embiid had a foot issue the first 3 years in the league. Are you kidding me? As a big man. And he had a back issue.
And what do you do when he's healthy?
So you're telling me
what does he do? He's a game changer when he's healthy.
When he's healthy.
He's a game changer. What are you talking about?
You act like Ben Simmons is a scrub.
Huh?
You act like Ben Simmons did not make the All-Star team like he's a scrub or something.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah, you act like he's a scrub. You act like was he not the number one pick? Was he not the best? Was he?
You can shoot better than Ben Simmons.
All right, but he averaged 17, 8 and 8. He averaged 17, 8 and 8. AD needs somebody like that. Where's AD going to find somebody like that?
Then you know what?
An all-star.
Then you have Drew Holiday.
Okay, but where's Tobias Harris? Where is Tobias Harris?
Jimmy Butler.
Where is Jimmy Butler? Come on now. Are you kidding me?
Jimmy Butler.
Are you kidding me?
Tobias Harris is not a game changer. What are you talking about?
Oh, they have 4 all-stars on the team.
Tobias Harris is an all-star?
Yes, he's an all-star caliber player.
He's a good player.
Bro, if he was still on the Clippers,
he's a good player.
If he was still on the Clippers, he probably would have made he could have made the all-star team.
Who else was on the Clippers?
Lou Williams, they had
Lou Williams, who's going Who's scoring the ball? Who else?
Patrick Beverly. Oh, who else is scoring the ball?
Gallinari was the only other person scoring.
Yeah, Gallinari.
You only had 3 people who I can really say, okay, he's gonna get a bucket.
Okay, but I'm saying
there's only 3 people I can honestly say they're gonna get a bucket on that team. So what are you talking about? There's only 3 people I can say.
I'm saying Tobias Harris could probably make the All-Star team.
Tobias Harris just happened to play good on the team that didn't really have scores on it.
Okay, and that's like.
And what
does AD have? And what does AD have? What did AD have on the Pelicans? Not a lot of scores. So what are you talking about? What are you talking?
Eric Gordon.
Drew Holiday. When is the last time Drew Holiday made an All-Star team? When is the last time Drew Holiday made an All-Star team?
Drew Holiday averaged 19 points.
But when is the last time he made an All-Star?
Drew Holiday averaged 19 points.
Is Drew Holiday a top 5 point guard?
He's not a point guard. He's a shooting guard, but okay.
Nah,
if he's a shooting guard, he's definitely nowhere.
He played point guard this year with the Pelicans.
He's a top 10. He's a top 7. It's not our fault. The league is deep in point guards. So
Oh
that's
my
hard to
god.
say. That's like
Listen.
saying it's 8. That's like saying like the league is just really deep in point guards.
Oh my gosh. Listen.
You talk the league.
You just talked about hold up. You just talked about Tobias Harris was pretty much the only other option besides Lou Williams and Danilo Gallinari. All AD had was freaking Drew Holiday
Didn't
for
he
the
have
past
DeMarcus
5 years.
Cousins?
DeMarcus Cousins
DeMarcus
was hurt when they
only
made the
played.
playoffs.
He only played like
He
half
played
the
half the
season.
season. What happened?
Oh my
They were-
gosh!
He had DeMarcus Cousins. He had DeMarcus Cousins. He had Buddy Hill.
And they still made it to the second
He had
round. You're
Buddy
making
Hill.
my point.
He played
You're
against
making my
He played
point.
against Portland.
You're
Slow your
making my
blitz. He played
point.
against Portland. Slow your blitz.
And Portland-
He played against Portland.
And Portland.
And
was
Portland made the
pretty
conference finals this
good.
year.
They made the conference finals with the same team.
Portland's not good. Okay.
And you were just talking
Portland's
about
the same-
Denver.
Portland's the same as Toronto Raptors.
You were just talking about Denver, saying, "Oh, Denver is really nice." They beat Denver in Game 7.
Denver was a young team, and CJ McCollum went crazy that night.
They're still going to be young next year.
They're gonna have playoff experience.
They're gonna have more experience though.
More experience, but they're still young. They're still never been there
They
before.
didn't have playoff experience. They didn't have playoff
Oh
experience.
my god!
So the
Okay.
segue that we're good. Again, if Toronto resign, if Kawhi resigns with Toronto, then I have Toronto and Denver. If Kawhi doesn't resign, I have the Clippers playing the Bucks because I just believe that the best player in both conferences are going to lead their teams to the
Wow! I hear Laker hate.
Ooh.
I hear a lot of Laker hate going
that's
around.
a good point. You kind of like that, Brian. You know, I would give it the Clippers if they get Kawhi Leonard.
Oh man!
Look,
the
Clippers took the Warriors.
Golden State.
They took Golden State to 6, right?
With a healthy KD.
With a healthy KD. What would the Lakers would get sweep?
Whoa.
Not now, right now. I'm talking about like with the season they just had. If they was in the playoffs.
They wouldn't have got swept.
With just the LeBron and the young players. Oh yeah,
they probably would have lost to the.
Let's not talk about.
It would have went 7.
Let's not talk about that. That's old news. I don't care about last season. I care about this season. It's this year. We're talking about this year. That was old news.
Oh, that's old news.
You want to talk about the past so much? Oh, we could talk about how the Bulls had Derrick Rose, and if Derrick Rose was still healthy, they probably win a chip. But guess what? That's the past.
We can talk about how you
guys
was trash for the last 6 years. How you guys got LeBron James? What happened? What y'all do with the best player in the world? What happened?
But guess what?
How
we got Anthony Davis. We're talking about right now.
What happened?
Right now. We're talking about right now. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. We got all those dudes out of there.
Oh yeah, I got all those dudes out of there.
Yes, we got all those dudes. We got Michael Beasley out there. We got Lance Stevenson out there. We got Rondo out of there. We got Lonzo out of there. We got Ingram out of there.
No,
all the dudes out of there.
You guys are gonna re-sign Rondo.
No, we're not.
You guys are
He's
gonna
gone.
re-sign Rondo.
He's gone.
You're gonna re-sign Rondo. You're gonna re-sign Rondo. You're gonna re-sign Stevenson.
Keep going. No, we're not. But keep going.
You're gonna what you mean? No, you're not. You're gonna re-sign Stevenson, and if you're lucky, you get a star. If you're lucky, the best case scenario y'all get is Kyrie, and that's the.
I just love that.
Kyrie, because honestly, the best player you can get is Clay. He's not.
I just love that you guys.
Scenario, you guys are signing Kyrie.
I just love that you guys are gonna have to sit home and watch my team just destroy everybody.
I can't wait to see your face.
You're right. It's going to be all smiles. It's going to be all smiles. All laughter, all jokes. I can't.
What was your prediction for the Lakers last year?
Because the last 6 years.
For this season?
I said they'll go to the Western Conference.
What happened? Boy,
but it's called injuries. It's called injuries.
You're going to get another guy who's injury prone.
The past 2 years, he's played 70 games.
I don't know if we can consider AD injury prone right now.
You're going to get another guy who's injury prone. You're going to pair him with the aging LeBron.
The past 2 years, he's been...
old, right? A LeBron who can't defend?
But guess what? He got to sit out. He got to sit out
He can sit out for how
playoffs.
long
He's
he ever
fully
wants to.
fresh.
But
He's good. He's
time can
fresh. He's
time ain't you
renovated.
can't
He's
buy back time,
motivated.
can you?
Oh
Can you
my
buy back
gosh.
time? Can't buy back.
Aaron, I will say this: LeBron will be a man on a mission this year. So if the
Yes, he
What happened
if the
will.
last time?
Lakers
Look,
if the Lakers beat
look.
Denver, then I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if it were Toronto and the Lakers instead of Toronto and Denver. If Kawhi is still in the East.
All right, what are you gonna say, Brandon? What you gotta say, man?
Playoff LeBron activated. Let's not forget that.
Oh my, bro, I
He's still
told you he
he's
was on
playoff
E.
LeBron activated.
He was on E. He forgot he
Oh,
was
he was
on
on
E.
E.
Yeah, he was on
To
E.
me,
He was
he
on
playoff LeBron
empty.
activated.
Now he's fully fueled. He had an oil change. He had his tires changed. He had a
Look, you can't
tune-up.
buy back time.
He had his brakes.
You
He
can't
has his
buy back
brakes
time. Father
changed.
time wins at the end. Father time is coming. Father time's at the door knocking.
He's changing his
You know what?
name back to
Father time
six.
said, you know
Like,
what? I'm gonna give you
man,
a couple
come
more
on now.
years. You know what?
He's bringing the chalk. He's bringing the toss, the chalk toss back to, like, he's back. He's back to where he was before. He's back. He is back.
He's back to
That
what?
was like Jordan 45 last year. Like when Jordan in 1995. Like,
95.
yeah, that was Jordan 45 pretty much. Like now he is back to where he was. He's back. He's the man again. He's
The
back to where
man
he once was, dominating the league like
dominating the
he
league.
usually does. Yes, he's back.
Nah, I don't see that. You can't buy back time. You can't buy back time. All I'm saying is you can't
Oh
buy back
man,
time. Father time is calling you back.
I can't wait for this.
Father
I
time is
can't
calling. You
wait.
know what? Look, my
You
question
know,
is, if you guys don't get that third star, who you guys gonna get then? What you guys gonna do then?
oh my gosh. Listen, we don't need a third
We do
star.
need
We
a
can
third
just
star.
get We can just get complimentary guys that fit
You
our
guys
team,
aren't.
our system.
Look, you guys.
Kuzma could be the third guy.
Look. You guys need a closer.
Oh my
You guys
gosh.
just need a closer.
Let me ask you this. Showtime Lakers, who was the closer on that team?
Showtime Lakers. Let me ask
Yeah,
you this.
who's
Let
the
me ask you
closer?
this. Let me ask you this.
Who's the closer
What
on
happened
that
when y'all
team?
tried to replicate Showtime Lakers this season?
Oh,
Y'all
we
was
didn't
supposed to
really
be Showtime
replicate
Lakers. What?
nothing.
Why wasn't it supposed
We
to be
didn't
Showtime
really.
Lakers with Lonzo Ball at the helm?
Oh, we don't. He don't even know. Brian don't even know.
What happened? What happened? I
Nothing.
digress. Nothing happened. You guys didn't do nothing with him.
Nothing.
You guys wasted his year.
Bro, we were the
If
fourth
I was
seed
LeBron,
before
I
we
wouldn't leave
before.
LA because I'm like, you guys wasted my year, a year in my prime. Y'all wasted his time. Y'all said, you know what? We got this guy.
LeBron even said that he knew it was going to be a down year. He knew it. He
A
even
down year
said,
for
okay,
LeBron is still
the
make
first
a
year.
down year for LeBron. It's at least making the final. Last year was a down year when he was in the Cavaliers. He
Oh
still
my
made the play.
gosh.
He still at least made the playoffs.
Well, guess what? This year is going to be different, and I can't wait to see it. And when I go to LA
Yeah, this year's going to be
this
different. You get to
year,
see the
when I
true
go to
power.
Cal, hold up, no, I'm gonna go. I'm like deadass. I'm going to LA this year, and when I go to LA, if I'm lucky enough to meet LeBron, I'm gonna try to FaceTime you, and I'm gonna try to get LeBron to say, "Hey, we want to prove y'all wrong." Like, I'm gonna try to get him to talk to you and tell you,
You know
like,
what? You
look,
know
Bro,
what?
always
whatever
said
you're
it.
saying.
So you a
Aaron.
LeBron? You sound like a LeBron fan now.
Aaron, if
You
that
sound like a
happens,
LeBron fan, Aaron.
Aaron, if that happens, bro, OSN and Cash Nasty gonna be mad at you.
Man, forget all of them, bro. Like, forget all
So you
of
a
them.
LeBron fan now, Aaron?
I'm not a LeBron fan.
You a
I'm a
LeBron
Laker
fan?
fan.
No,
I'm a
you a
Laker
LeBron fan
fan.
now?
I'm a LeBron. How am I a LeBron fan?
I'm just we talking about
Lonzo was my favorite Laker, and we traded him. Okay, I'm a Laker fan.
you mean LeBron?
I'm a Laker
You a
fan.
Laker fan?
I'm a Laker fan. I want them to win badly. I don't care who's on the team. If LeBron's on the team, if I was alive during the '80s and the Lakers got Larry Bird, I will root for Larry Bird. Like, come on now, I don't care. If we got Paul Pierce in his prime with Kobe, I don't care. I want to win.
Done.
Listen, I just want to win, man.
Is there another topic?
Just win, baby. You said, is there another
Yeah.
topic? I mean, that's pretty much all we're doing, man. We're just talking about free agency, who will win the chip, and go from there. I mean, we can. I don't know. I don't know where else you want to go. I
All right.
mean, I said pretty much else I wanted to say, but I will say this
Okay,
that
who's the awards who you got? What's your predictions for the awards for next season?
okay,
Ooh.
that's all right. All
Ooh.
right. All right. We'll go through this pretty fast. MVP will be wow. Oh gosh. I'm gonna go with Giannis again. Defensive Player of the Year. I'm gonna go with.
No.
I'm gonna go with Rudy Gobert.
I'll be honest.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Rudy Gobert. Coach of the Year. I'm gonna go with. Mike
I thought you were gonna say
Malone.
Fake Vogel.
Nah, I'm gonna go with Mike
Since you got
Malone
since you got Fake
and
Vogel winning since you got Fake Vogel winning the championship, you might as well have him as your coach of the year.
but Ty Lue didn't get Coach of the Year and they won a chip.
Top
Listen, that's besides the point. I'm gonna keep
most
going.
improved.
Most improved player will be ooh, it could be Brandon Ingram.
You
Go with
wanna give it to
Brandon Ingram
Kuzma? You
or
wanna give it to
Jason
Kuzma?
Tatum.
Oh, you wanna give it to
Nah,
Kuzma?
I say either Brandon Ingram or Jason Tatum will have most improved player. Um, who else? What are the other awards? I, the other awards, but that's pretty much
Oh, you got rookie of the year.
everything else.
I got
Oh,
all
Rookie
right.
of the Year. I got. Hold up, I'm almost finished. Rookie of the Year will be. I'm gonna go with Zion and six man Lou Williams again. Just
All
go
right,
with Lou
man.
Williams.
MVP. I'm gonna take a page out of Stephen A's book and I'm gonna go LeBron because I just think he's gonna be a man on the mission this
Oh
year.
man.
So I'm gonna take
Okay.
LeBron.
Okay.
Defensive player of the
Okay.
year. I'm gonna pick Giannis. I think that Giannis is gonna be an anchor this year. And since he's probably gonna lose Brook Lopez,
Okay.
maybe he gets a couple of those blocks that Brandon alluded to. Brandon was talking about earlier. Coach of the year.
All right.
I
Yeah.
have two candidates. I'm going to say Brad Stevens if the Celtics finish in the top three, and Quinn Snyder if the Jazz finish in the top four. Most
Okay. All
improved
right.
player. I have
All right.
two. I have two candidates. I think Malik Monk because he should be able to start now and show why he was such a good player at Kentucky because he should have a lot more touches and a lot more opportunities to score the basketball.
Okay. I like
And
that.
the one that most people probably won't think about, I'm gonna go Markel Fultz because he's in Orlando now. Because he's in Orlando now.
Oh, did you not
I'm
hear the
saying he's in
reports?
Orlando
What's the
now.
reports on Markel Fultz?
Bro, they saying they don't even know if he's gonna play next
That's
year. They don't even know
ridiculous.
when he's coming back. You
If he
saying Markel
plays,
Fultz?
because he's in Orlando,
Yo,
he's gonna be the number one option, and his numbers are probably gonna be pretty good. Potentially, maybe like
you really
borderline all-star level if if he
Markel.
if he
Yo,
plays this year. So Malik Monk and
you have a
Markel.
lot of faith on Markel. Oh man, that's
So
definitely a
that's most
wild card
improved.
right there. Oh my gosh.
Six man of the
What's
year,
your
we're gonna
sixth
do
man?
Lou Will, man. There's not that many other to pick.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
Eric
just
Gordon if he comes off the bench.
Jamal Crawford and Lou Williams. They just had that award
Yeah.
on lock,
And then rookie of the
pretty
year,
much.
obviously we gotta take Zion. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, I go. I'm gonna go
I
with
got
Zion. Go
James
ahead,
winning
Brandon.
MVP.
Okay.
James
Here we
Harden.
go.
James
All
Harden's
right,
gonna
come
show
on,
y'all been sleeping on me too much. Because you know what?
bro. He averaged
Anytime you're in a
36.
conversation with Wilt Chamberlain, you should win. You should win MVP. You should win MVP.
I mean, when you dribble the ball 30
And
times
nobody,
every
they still
possession, of
can't
course
check
you're
him. They
going.
know that. They know what he finna do, and they still can't check him. They know all his moves. Still
All
can't check
right,
him.
but what? All right, but okay, that's cool. That's cool. Traveling all the
And he's
time,
splashing
traveling
in your
step back. But
face.
keep going.
Splashing LeBron James'
Yeah, and
face.
he's traveling, but and he's doing and he's
Just like
flopping all the time. But
LeBron
keep
James
going,
got
just keep
slapped by
going.
his own teammate to flop. I don't care what anybody says. like you can't talk shit if you got LeBron James doing that. You got LeBron James on your team. LeBron James is worse flopper than James Harden. Don't say nothing.
Okay. Keep going. All
You
right,
know
let's
you
just
can't
keep
say
going. Just
nothing.
keep going.
You know you can't say
I don't
nothing.
listen. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of arguing with. I'm tired of
What's
arguing with
next?
you.
Most improved player. Oh, this gonna be tough. I concur. It could be I concur with Brian. It could be Markel Fultz. Also, let me think. Also, I think honestly, if Andrew Wiggins has the year, like if Andrew Wiggins says, you know what, I'm a ball out.
Oh
Oh,
no.
he had to have a superstar year to be most improved.
Like, let's say he averages 25 points a game. You want to give it to him then?
I gotta
I
see what his. I gotta see
mean,
how many shots
no,
he takes
If
is
he
on
if he
his list
averages
no,
though.
25 points and he's like efficient,
no. I'm not.
It
because when
I
depends
he
don't
on the
know.
other
That's tough.
candidates.
Oh, that's tough. Cause you got to think about it like this. So the reason Siakam won it, I believe over D'Lo is because Siakam. Nobody's looking at Siakam as a like a scoring option, like a guy that has potential to be a star. They were looking at D'Lo like, okay, he's going to be an all-star level point guard and stuff. Siakam, he came out of the bloom and just improved substantially, just
and Markel
dramatically
Fultz do
over
the same
over a
thing.
year.
Markel Fultz doesn't even have to get 25 a game. Markel Fultz has got to get 17.
I just think Marco Fultz, just hearing the reports, I feel like that's just a dream. That's just a dream. Like
It
we're
was a dream with
dreaming that would
Siakam,
happen. Like I don't see that happen. No, nobody was looking. Nobody
and
knew
nobody's
I
about
mean,
looking
but
at.
Siakam
look at a
really.
guy like Victor Oladipo, Aaron. Now, of course, Victor didn't have like the serious mental stuff that's going on with Markel, we believe, but Oladipo went from being a guy that was just we were like, what's going on with him when he was in OKC to being
I
to
mean, he
being the
did average
primary option
16.
in Indiana and being the star. So it's not like let's not just throw dirt on Markel Fultz when he hasn't even played 2-3 years left yet in the league.
That's a bad comparison because Oladipo he was okay,
But
like he averaged
people were throwing
16,
dirt on
17
Oladipo like he
points
was terrible.
because he was the second pick, but he
And
still
also
averaged
for most
16,
improved player,
17 points. He wasn't
I think
terrible.
Lonzo Ball come through. Because you know what?
That's
This
a
is the
good
thing
one.
about Lonzo.
That's a good
He's
one.
been hurt in the off season, so it's not like he really had a chance to work in the game. So you
I
know what?
been
Now that he
said
has a
that.
full season,
I
now that
been
he has a
said that.
full off season on his belt, and he's bulked
We gonna
up.
see what he does.
All Lonzo Ball has to do is be more
We'll
aggressive. That's all
see.
he has to do. If Lonzo,
No Brandon
Brandon
No,
Ingram.
Ingram, nah, not really.
Yeah, you don't think Brandon Ingram? Why not?
Because I don't think I don't think he'll get like the touches. I don't think he'll like score the ball. I don't think he'll really like.
even if he got the touches to be like just like with Andrew Wiggins, he would have to have a superstar
Yeah,
year for me to consider him being the most improved player.
and I think
Yeah.
I don't think he'll get Zion. With Zion and with Zion, I don't think he'll be the focus of our offense. Coach of the year, I think it'll be. I think they'll make up for last year and give it to Nick Nurse. I think it'll be 2 years. And if Indiana has a deep playoff run and they win 50+ games, I would give it to their coach also.
Well, the playoffs won't mean anything.
I think the playoffs will mean a lot, honestly.
Yeah, the
The
playoff.
play,
You know what? I wanna say this. I believe they should do the award
Oh,
right
of
after the
course.
season ends. Have a week off, so like 5 or 7 days where there's no basketball, and just have the award, during the week. Just do it then instead of having it after the playoffs is over. That way you can solidify it
yeah,
as a regular season award, so we don't have. And I believe they should have a regular season award,
I don't think you can
playoff
do playoff
awards.
awards
So
because you
like,
can't have a
who's
playoff
the
MVP. That just wouldn't make sense.
well? You could have
Yeah, I don't
well.
think playoff MVP will. I don't
You're
think playoff.
probably
I don't
right.
think playoff
You're
MVP
probably
will
right.
work because if you have a guy like
You're probably right.
LeBron that plays well throughout the whole series, that does well throughout the whole playoffs, and then you have a guy like Kawhi that ends up winning the Finals MVP, but LeBron wins playoff MVP, like it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. So just
I
have the
think
awards after the season,
I think they
literally
should just
after the
include
regular
playoffs.
season.
I think playoffs should be included.
There's no
No,
point in switching it
no,
up.
no. That's not.
I think
There's no
I
point.
think
There's just no point. Just
playoffs is just harder than the regular season. I'd rather do well in the
because I think
playoffs
I
than do
think
well in the
Kawhi
regular season.
Leonard. I like Kawhi Leonard, but he only played like 55, 60 games this year. And in the playoffs, he only played like how many games did he
Plus,
play? Like
He
plus,
20
got to get
games.
all
Like
20 games. He
plus,
had
Brandon.
it. He
Outside of home court advantage, what do you really gain from like including the postseason?
because what you gain from it.
it-
The thing about the
Like regular
postseason
season
is harder
wise.
than the regular season because you know why? The teams actually could keep on you for 7 games straight. If you the
No,
dominant,
Brandon. I
for you to
understand that.
dominate
I'm
the
saying
four,
for the regular season purposes, what does that do for people besides getting home court advantage? What are the benefits of playing the regular season if we're basically going to give the postseason a certain piece as well?
more cadence, more.
Because we're
Yeah,
probably going to
just
focus on the
look at it
postseason a
like,
lot more
okay,
than we will the regular season.
so I think that happens. I think it's like that
absolutely.
regardless. I think postseason matters. I think because I think postseason personifies everything. It personifies your weaknesses. It personifies your strengths. It can make a guy like it can make somebody trash seem. And if somebody's trash during the season and they explode during the playoffs, I think that means more than having a great season, man.
Well, Brandon, think about
Because
this.
you're
What
doing
if?
it when it actually matters.
Brandon,
Oh
think about
man.
this. If James Harden had won the MVP this year, how would you feel about that? Seeing what he did and what Giannis did
I mean, they both
in the
didn't
playoffs.
have great. They both didn't have great playoff runs, honestly.
That's debatable.
That until Giannis met Toronto, I think
I
Giannis
mean,
played
Giannis got
very
swept game
well in the
one by
playoffs.
Boston. I mean, like they both
That was just
lost.
one
They
game.
both
That was
lost in
just
the
one
playoffs.
game.
They both lost in the playoffs regardless.
Kawhi didn't have a stellar series against Orlando.
We didn't
He
need
didn't
to.
have a stellar series.
No, this is
Oh,
the
he
thing.
didn't need
This
to.
is the thing
Okay,
about
see.
Magic. This is the thing about
Oh,
Toronto. They're a great team. I give them that. Toronto's a great team, but he just didn't have to do all that. But when he played against
he didn't have to do
when he
all
played
that.
against superior teams, like teams with actual talent, what happened?
So we're gonna just wipe away the first round, but then just talk about, look what he did against the semifinals. Look
Look.
what he
He
did
needed
against
a
the
tune up.
finals.
You know,
Look what he
that
did
was
in
a
the conference
warm up game. That
finals.
was a game. That was a
But
warm
we're
up
not.
series. That was a
But we're
warm up
not going
series for him.
to. But
That was a warm up.
but it's one. But it's still a series.
They
It's still
won
a
in 5.
series.
Like
So,
I don't see.
but it's still a series. He didn't do as well as he did in the later rounds. Like he didn't care. That's still a series. This is
I'm slick.
you're
I'm
slick, man.
slick.
You're very slick. You are
I'm slick.
very, very slick because you're like, okay, we should take playoffs to account as well. But Kawhi only played, what was it, 55, 60 games. The first round, he didn't really do as much. And it wasn't until I would say, the second round, conference finals, NBA finals, he was amazing.
That was possibly
But
one of the greatest.
we
That
still
was
got to look at the
possibly
first round.
he had the.
So if you think about it, Kawhi still wouldn't have gotten the MVP if we took playoffs to account because he didn't do
He would
anything.
definitely got the
He
MVP.
didn't do. He wouldn't have got
That was
MVP
possibly
because
the best
he didn't
playoff
do.
one I've seen from NBA players. I said I've
Stop
seen.
it! Stop it! Listen,
Tell me a better
listen,
playoff
listen.
run.
We would have still. He still
Tell
wouldn't
me
have
a
won
better playoff
MVP
run than he had.
because LeBron James
Who he
2018, bro.
who he
We're
played
not
against?
talking
He
about who he
played
played against. We're talking
Toronto and he
about
played
He didn't
how
play
Boston.
them teams
dominant.
that Kawhi played.
We're
He
talking
didn't
about
play
how
And then he played
dominant.
Golden
Hold
State.
up,
compared to
2000.
Golden State played Golden
LeBron
State.
James in
And he got
2007 was
swept by
pretty
Golden
damn
State.
good too. Kobe Bryant in 09 was pretty damn good too now.
Who do you play on there? Like, I'm just asking you.
Bro, he played against. It don't
It don't
matter.
matter
We're
now.
just talking
The
about
teams that he
their
played, it don't
averages. We're
matter
talking
now.
about their scoring averages.
Okay, it doesn't matter
I'm just
now.
talking about
Then he
the
played
scoring.
the White House.
But if we're measuring, isn't MVPs more like stats and
MVP is about
wins?
It's about
We're not
storyline.
talking about the.
It's 25. It's 25 because
Is
it's
it?
25% of what you actually do, and 75% storylines. It's
Are you?
75% storylines.
No. I would say 50
75%
percent
storylines.
what you
Let
do
me
and
give you an
50%
example.
storyline.
What about when James Harden beat out LeBron James? LeBron James had statistically his best season. He lost because James Harden had a better story. Or what about when Russell Westbrook averaged a triple double for the first time over James Harden? James Harden had a historical season.
Russell Westbrook deserved the MVP that year. Russell
Russell
Westbrook
Westbrook
deserved the
was
MVP.
But he deserved
He got the
MVP.
first,
Russell
bro.
Westbrook averaged a triple
He
double.
deserved
Okay,
the
like
MVP.
I'm not saying that's not a big feat, but he didn't get the wins. Like you had another guy,
He
James
made the
Harden,
sixth
who had
seed.
wins. He had his stats was just as good.
Okay. James Harden had a better team. James Harden had a better
He had a
team.
better.
And a better coach. Who's
I give
better,
you
Billy
coaches.
Donovan or
I
Mike
give you
D'Antoni?
coaches, but I'm just saying his stats
The
wasn't
players
that
were
much
better.
than James Harden.
The players,
Let me give you another
the
example. What
players were
about
better.
73 and 9?
Come on now.
What about when Steph won that year?
He deserved it. Are you kidding me?
No.
Were you watching the same thing I was
First time
watching?
Steph. First,
We all thought
Are
Steph
you
was the
are
best
you
player at
drunk?
that point. So of course he deserved
Are you
it.
bro,
drunk?
Stephen Curry had the best. Bro, Stephen Curry just had he had a great coach and he had a great roster.
But they also won
Oh
73
my
games.
God. Man, hey Brandon, you like Leandro Barbosa? You like
They were
Maurice
great
Speights?
role. They were great role
You
players.
like
They were
Festus
great role players.
Ezeli?
They
You
were
like
great role
Festus
players.
Ezeli?
Like
You
Harrison
like Festus
Barnes.
Ezeli?
They were great role players. They were
You like Harrison
great role
Barnes?
players who fit the system. Great
You
role
like
players who
Brandon
fit the
Rush?
system.
Oh, great role. What did they do after they left
Did I
Golden
just
State?
say great role players who fit the system? Who fit the
No, great
system?
role players that fit with Steph. No, Steph makes them
What did
fit the
Steph do this
system.
year
Steph is
when
the
the system was
system.
made for him? What he
Steph
did
is
this year? Nothing.
Steph
And he
averaged
didn't.
nearly 30.
He
What
didn't
are you
even get.
talking about?
Steph caught 47 and still lost the game.
You act like Kevin Durant wasn't on. You act like Kevin Durant wasn't on the team, or Klay Thompson and Draymond Green and DeMarcus Cousins. You act like they weren't on the team.
Klay Thompson was hurt. Draymond Green, come on now, Draymond
I'm
Green,
talking about the regular
Draymond Green,
season. The
Draymond Green,
regular season.
Draymond Green,
Oh my
Draymond Green,
gosh. Oh
Draymond
Lord.
Green. Are
The
we
black.
serious? Draymond Green. I want you to repeat
Steph
yourself.
had to
Draymond
share the
Green,
ball with.
Draymond Green,
Keep going. Just
Draymond
keep
Green.
going. Just keep
Really?
going. You're
Draymond, I'm
making my
making your point.
point. You're
Draymond
making my
Green,
point.
Draymond Green. No?
Yes, you're making my point.
The guy who
I
looks
hear
like
you.
he shoots with a book bag on. Draymond Green, that guy.
Okay. And what did he do in the play? He looked pretty damn good in the playoffs. You keep talking about the playoffs. Talking about Kawhi Leonard. Damn, Kawhi Leonard looked really good. Hold up, weren't you the one that said Draymond Green was the best player in the Portland series?
I never said that.
You never said that?
I
Somebody
said
said that. He was pretty damn good.
See, now you just
In the
making
series.
stuff up, Aaron.
If you want to talk about the
Making
playoffs,
stuff up.
if you want to talk about the playoffs,
Max said he was the best.
well, oh yeah, because I keep comparing him to
Okay,
Max,
Ryan
so
Hollins.
I just think that
Ryan
he said
Hollins.
that. I just keep saying that he
Okay,
said it.
Ryan
I'm not
Hollins.
Ryan Hollins.
I'm
Never gonna be Ryan Hollins. You're Ryan Hollins. You're Ryan Hollins.
Okay, Ryan
What are you
Hollins.
talking about?
You got it. You got it, Ryan
You're
Hollins.
Ryan Hollins.
You got it.
You're Ryan Hollins.
If I'm Max, you
But
got to be
listen,
Ryan Hollins.
but look, you got to take. I don't know why you even think that Stephen Curry didn't deserve the award in 2016. The dude was 50, 40, 90, shot the most threes in NBA history, averaged 30 on like 50% from the field. Come on, as a point guard, 6'3", not athletic, got the team to 73 wins. Is this even a debate? Is this a joke? This is a joke.
Story means the most when it comes to winning.
This is a who should have won that year? Who should have won the MVP?
Story means the most.
Who should have won the MVP that year? Answer my question. Who should have won the MVP that year, according to you?
I said James Harden. James Harden should at least have 3 MVPs.
Wasn't James Harden the ace? James Harden was the ace seed that year.
3 MVPs that year.
James Harden was the ace seed that year. Remember Dwight?
How many?
Remember him and
like we're actually putting.
Remember that was the year him. Hold up, Brandon. Your memory is bad because remember that year, him and Dwight Howard were beefing. Remember that James Harden, Dwight Howard were beefing, and Kevin McHale got fired, and they barely made the playoffs of the year. How you gonna give
That
James Harden
2014 to
award
2015.
that year?
I'm at the next season. I'm at the next
It
season.
was
I'm at the next
2015,
season when he won
2016.
unanimous
This is the
MVP.
Stephen Curry deserved the award
Unanimous
that year.
MVP. You know what?
Yes,
I
he
give
did.
you 73-9,
You,
but unanimous MVP.
yes, he maybe not unanimous, but he should have deserved the award that year. He was spectacular. What are you talking about? I give you 2015. 2015, James Harden deserved to win the MVP. But 2016, that was
What about
Steph.
2017?
Come on now. Russell Westbrook. I
You
give it
give
to
it to James
Russell
Harden?
Westbrook. I would have picked James
So you
Harden,
saying you
but
giving it to James
I
Harden?
believe
You think
no,
James Harden
no.
deserves
Just
it?
because I said I would,
No, give me an answer.
just
You
because
think
I
James Harden
said
deserves it? So
he deserved. Of
what are you
course,
talking about?
of
So you
course he
say he should have
deserved it.
won.
But
He should have
I
won.
agree that
So
they got it right.
no.
They got it right.
You just say
They
he should have
got it
won.
right.
You just said he deserved it.
I said I would have gave
So what are you
James
doing?
Harden the award. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad. He gave it to Russell Westbrook because he made a historic feat. He averaged a triple double. The last person that did that was Oscar Robertson.
James Harden nearly averaged
That's a
the same
historical
numbers.
feat.
James Harden actually won.
But he still didn't average. But James Harden had a better team, a better system, a better coach.
Oladipo.
You got to put that.
Westbrook had a
You got to,
Oladipo,
bro.
a young
Oladipo.
stud in Oladipo.
Weren't you the one criticizing Billy Donovan
Look,
not
Billy
too long
Donovan
ago?
is a terrible
Billy
coach.
Donovan is not.
He's a terrible coach.
Oh, you're making my point. You're making
You're
my
not going to
point.
finish it?
Thank you. And this was the year after Kevin Durant left. And Russell Westbrook, okay, he had Oladipo. But Oladipo wasn't, he wasn't the Oladipo that we know now. He was still trying to figure it out.
He been had that potential even when he was in the Magic.
He did have potential, but at the same time, listen, Russell Westbrook won 47 games in the West.
His first year in Miami.
I don't even know who's rookie year. Michael Carter Williams.
He should have won it that year.
Basically. But look, listen. All right. Whatever you say. It's blasphemy. Your soliloquy. I'm just done, man. I'm just done.
You're done.
I'm done. You're just a troll. All right. You're just a troll. You're a troll.
I'm a troll.
You're trolling. I feel like I'm Shaq. I feel like Shaq when he was on First Take and when Ryan Hollins was saying, "Oh, LeBron James is the greatest player of all time," and Shaq was like, "You gonna put him over Kobe and MJ like that?" And he says, "Yes," and then his reaction was like it was.
I would never put LeBron James.
Oh my God! You know what? I just feel. You know what? On that note, I feel like we should just wrap it up right now. I'm just done. All right, I'm done. I had too much. Oh my God! I just need a nap. I need to take a nap, man. I need to take a nap. I need a long nap, and just go from there. But thank you guys for coming out, man. I'm glad we agree to disagree, whatever soliloquy, whatever nonsense, whatever craziness that has been said on this podcast today. It certainly was a lot of hot takes today. Certainly a lot of guys were on the hot seat today. I agree with that. But yeah, man, that'll do it for this episode of the Hot Seat. I'm Aaron.
All right, man.
And we out.